Hey, what's up, guys? It's Michael McAllister with another GHL weekly breakdown. This week, we've got a short update for you, but a couple really cool things that you're going to want to check out. So stay tuned. Your weekly breakdown is coming right up. All right, guys, like I said, short week this week for updates. I'm going to keep it quick, nice and short and sweet for you guys. The first update that we have is it has to be activated in labs. So again, I'm going to reiterate, anytime I bring up something in labs, you got to go to settings, and then you have to go, it'll say new. It'll have a little orange tag next to it that says new. You have to click onto labs and enable these features when I'm talking about these, which, by the way, a lot of the updates that I'm giving, I would say 70-80% of the updates that I'm giving start as a labs feature. So you're going to want to know how to enable these and how to turn them off sometimes. There was an experience that we had with the email builder earlier in the week where we couldn't access a setting that we needed to based on the design that they had set up, and we had to turn it off and go back to the old design and then report the issue to go high level. So anyways, all I'm trying to say is make sure that if you don't know where labs is, you find where labs is and you enable any of the features that we're talking about here that seem appealing to you. So with that being said, we're going to dive into the call reporting, the new UI for call reporting that was released this week, enabled again in your labs settings. All right, so here we have the new call reporting. The old call reporting, it had a lot of redundant numbers. It was very confusing how they labeled stuff. There was the redundant metrics that it was counting. I can't speak to exactly what they were, but I know that, you know, in some places you would be looking at a data point and it would call it one thing, and then you go somewhere else and it's the same piece of data, but they're calling it something else. It was really confusing, wasn't super useful. I know that we never have used it, which is why when I saw that they overhauled the call reporting, I thought it was something that we need to check out and then relay on to you. So this is the new call reporting. In here, we can see a breakdown of incoming versus outgoing. We can see the calls by statuses. So the incoming calls, right? We can see for us, for example, in the last week, we've had 8 incoming calls and only 25% of those have been answered. Obviously, that's something that we want to pay attention to, something that we want to talk to our sales team about, and so on. Again, this is an example of how you as a loan officer, or you as somebody that is running a mortgage operation, a team, even just you plus an assistant, whatever it is, somebody who has anybody besides themselves that is reporting to them, this is going to be super valuable. Honestly, even for personal accountability, I could see the value in that as well. This will also tell you the source of your calls. Now, I'm not quite sure where this is pulling from. Obviously, ours are showing as unknown right now. This is a new interface, a new report. So I don't know where this information is pulling from. I will be paying attention to it and seeing if we can see other sources coming in and kind of get an idea of, okay, how are they identifying what the source of a call is. So we will report back when we have more information on that. But for now, know that you can break down your calls by sources as soon as we can figure out what that means exactly. That being said, moving on here, we've got the ability to break down and see all calls that were made. We can filter by incoming or outgoing. We can see the duration of the call. We can see the outcome of the call. And then we can see the user that was making the call. So all of this is really good. Like I said, really good for being able to measure the effectiveness, or really the activity of your sales reps or of you personally, if you just don't know whether you're putting in enough activity. I know that sometimes reflecting on these numbers can be super valuable even for an individual. So like I said, this is the new call reporting interface. Check it out, especially if you're making calls at a high level. We definitely have some clients that are going to benefit from this right away, so we're excited about it. Check it out. Let us know if you see any benefit for you and your business, or if you're going to do anything different based on what you see here. All right, next up, we've got some new templates. This is really the only other thing worth mentioning in the updates. A lot of the updates this week were beneficial for agencies, but not necessarily beneficial for individual loan officers. And so I skipped a few updates, but they did roll out, I think they said 10 or 12 new templates, which isn't a ton, but it gives me an opportunity to show you guys where these templates are at, how you can access them, and just kind of put it in front of you, and hoping that at some point you see, holy shit, there's a lot in here that I could leverage to potentially remove the need for this vendor over here, or help leverage the time of my marketing assistant a little bit better, or maybe you personally just want to geek out on this stuff. I don't know, but I'm going to show you templates, because templates I think are really valuable, especially considering some of the templates that they have in here. So let's jump into that. All right, so in order to access templates, you're going to want, there's a couple places. First off, you have email templates, but then you also have sites and funnels templates. So what's the difference between a funnel and a website? Well, a funnel is a linear path of pages. So it is a set of pages that you string together based on, you want somebody to go from this step to this step to this step to this step. That's a path. You would set that up as a funnel. And the way, what that interface looks like, if we go in here, you can see the path. You can see, okay, this is the first step. This is the second step. This is the third step. This is the fourth step. Now, the cool thing about setting up funnels this way, and again, there's not, like, this is very popular for e-commerce. This is popular. I mean, we use this for selling to loan officers. We're going to start using these for our clients that are generating leads through Core, but I think that it's very under leveraged in the mortgage industry, this concept of funnels and of a like truly designed sales, like truly specifically designed sales funnel where we're trying to pull them to the next action in that funnel, where we can measure the effectiveness of that funnel by looking at the conversion rate between different pages. So you see on my page here, these numbers are blank, but you can see kind of how this would look or how this would work. Essentially, you have your 4 different steps and you can track your opt-in rate or your conversion rate for each of those steps, ultimately culminating in, you know, if you're doing e-commerce or coaching or something like that in a sale as a loan officer, you're probably not going to use this part of it, but the opt-in rates are still going to be super valuable for you. You're still going to want to be able to see what percentage of the people that landed on this page ended up on this page, what percentage of those ended up on this page, and what percentage of those, you know, submitted an application or whatever it is that final step in the process is. So funnels gives you the ability to do all of that. Funnels, we have really, really cool templates for funnels. If we go in here, we click new funnel and you click from templates, you're going to get the opportunity to access all of these templates. Now, personally, if I'm a loan officer creating something for my site, I am not looking at mortgage specific templates. And the reason why is because I don't want my shit to look like everybody else's. And again, this is after years of being a marketer and looking at things the way that a marketer would. I'm going to go and I'm going to look at a different segment, and I'm going to look at the things that I like from that landing page, and I'm going to try and tie that into mortgage in order to make a landing page experience that looks a little bit different than what they might be used to. But that said, not everybody's in that boat. Most people are happy just to be able to put together a website. These are not, by any means, it's not like, we have 350 people in our high level group. It's not like we have, tens of thousands of loan officers that are using this and that your clients are going to run into the same site. It's not like that. So if you find mortgage specific templates in here that you like, feel free to plug in and use them. So here's where you find them. You're going to have to go to show more on the left-hand side. All of the template libraries look like this. Whether it's a funnel, it's a website, or it's an email, you're going to have this left-hand side called categories, where you're going to have to click show more, and you're going into real estate. When you do that, about half of these are going to be real estate or property management, and the other half you will find are actually mortgage related landing pages. So for example, property loans. We also see leading options, booked calls, like it's lending. You see this funnel introduces your lending services and allows visitors to book a call. So lending, not leading. If we keep going, we can see, first off, you see a lot of stuff for real estate agents, which should be getting your wheels turning around how you can be using this as a value proposition for your real estate agent partners. But if you're looking at this to generate leads for yourself, you're going to have an opportunity for that as well. Here's this one that's called Home Loans Book Appointments. Here's this one that's just called Home Loans. Loan Approval Appointment, Home Lending Appointments, Mortgage Programs, Lending Professionals. So there's probably 7 or 8 funnel templates alone in here specific to mortgages, which is more than a lot of mortgage-specific CRMs can claim, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. That being said, this is funnels. Okay, what's the difference between a funnel and a website? The website doesn't have a linear path. The website is just a collection of pages, and however it's organized is based on how you want to organize it. So if you want to put a menu at the top where they can navigate to 5 different pages, that's not a linear path, right? You're not necessarily saying I want this person to go from this page to this page, to this page, to this page. You're saying, here's the homepage of my website. I want them to be able to navigate across my website and learn more about who I am. That's the website section. That's where you're going to use websites, and that's where you're going to find differentiations, and not only just the design, but in the entire functionality of the template. So in order to do a website template, you're going to go to websites, and then you're going to click on new website. Go to From Templates, just like you did, and look, it looks very, very similar. You're going to click on Real Estate in the left-hand side in the categories, and then you're going to see, oh, wow, now I have all these templates, right? Mortgage broker template. We have, keep scrolling, home mortgage appointments. That one looks pretty similar to the one we were looking at before. We have mortgage programs, mortgage lending services, mortgage loan services, mortgage finance appointments, loan products. So again, another 6, 7, 8 templates specific to mortgage. Now, a lot of these are not going to have content that you're going to want to keep on the page, but guess what? That shouldn't matter to you because ChatGPT is here to save the day. Even high level, if you don't want to go to ChatGPT, if that's too complicated to you, you can go directly into these templates and use the content AI that is built into high level and have high level write the website content for you. So all these building blocks are put in front of you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to have your marketing team do about it? What are you going to do to get your loan partner involved or get your operations staff involved? Like, what are you going to do to take these building blocks and create the experience that you want to create for your borrowers out of it? To me, templates are an awesome, awesome tool to do that. Last section of templates that we're going to go into really quick before I shut this down. If we go from sites and instead we go to marketing and we go to emails, we can click new, and we're going to click from email marketing templates, and here are our email templates. Again, that same interface. We open up show more, we go to real estate, and now we've got email templates, mortgage assistance, mortgage assistance, mortgage assistance, mortgage assistance. So you have 8 mortgage assistance generic ones. And then if we keep going, mortgage assistance lenders, we've got another 6, it looks like 6. So 14 email templates. So again, lots and lots of free content, free designs in here ready for you to come in and plug in your personality to really step up your marketing game. So again, here's the building blocks. Go do something with them. If you don't know what you're doing, if you need help, jump on our Zoom room every Tuesday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Pacific. Jump onto that call if you like what you're seeing here, but you know that you're not going to be able to leverage it without that extra help. That's what we're here for. Jump onto that Zoom room. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's weekly breakdown. Stay tuned for next week's. We'll see you at the top.